So with lay flat hand, what you want to make sure is in the positions that your hand is actually laying flat. One of the common mistakes is that the hand's kind of crushed into itself. And when the hand is crushed into itself, it creates tension through here in the forearm, so it's very easy to just disrupt his stance just from this position. So if you can make sure you've just got the hand like it's a flower expanding, that's already going to put you in an advantage. So if he's got that openness in his hand, feel how now that force can travel into his stance much easier. So that's the first thing you want to think about when you're doing it. Now, since a lot of you have done this already so far, what we're going to do now with it is from guard, you're going to bring both hands forward into lay flat hand, which we are going to then move into using it as an entry technique, yeah? But for now, we're just going to do it with strength, structure, state. So the partner's going to hold on both hands from guard, yeah? And you're going to first go through, this is the move here, go through with strength as usual, and we all know what happens there, then into structure, letting the spine open up and using the joint rotation, and then into the state. Now, when you go into state, do what's best for you. Like, everyone's different. You might use the spiritual intention, you might use centering, syncing, sensing, you might use all of them, whatever works for you. Get into the state and then use the state to do it, you know? For me, it's like an on switch. I just go on, it's like there, you know? I don't really pick one or the other. But you find what works for you. Strength, 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 structure, 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 state, 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 with a double Tansao movement from guard, okay? If you have the shoulders are still lifted, really get upright in the center. Really start nice and tall, yeah. And then from that uprightness, let those shoulders drop. Yeah, there. Now they're in a position to use the structure, whereas before they were still held up, yeah. Okay. Now from here, let the structure activate. So use the rotation of the shoulders. Yeah, that's already better. For the difference? Yeah. Yeah, good. Yeah. Yeah. You go back to muscle again. Spine nice and tall. Yeah. Just getting into that uprightness for you now activates these to sync. It's quite easy for you to do that. The structure again. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. You feel the difference? Yeah. It's very tempting to just not go deep and just be surface level with it, but you've got to go deeper. Yeah, exactly. Go deeper. Keep that position and let it drop now. Feel the force in the arms, let it go more. Let go completely. Give me the arms, let it go. Yeah. Now there, keep the spine tall. Yeah, from here activate now. It's inside the bones. You feel the difference now? Yeah. Now this is structure. Okay. Did you feel, yeah, there's much less surface. You feel that? Yeah. Do you feel the difference? Yeah. Yeah, go again. You want to think like you're inside your bone marrow. Yeah, like this. If you ever put pressure on, that's quite strong. Yeah, but if there's no force now. Oh, a little bit in the shoulders again. You feel that? Yeah. A little bit, yeah. Now it's gone. Yeah, you feel that? Yeah, keep that. Yeah. Once you start going into structure, right, and then you meet a bit of resistance, so you think, I'm going to support the structure with tension, which kind of works, but feel the difference. Rather than me supporting it with tension, I release into the structure. So I sink my awareness deeper into my structure. You feel the difference? Yeah. Yeah. So then I feel like it becomes, I'll do the opposite again, yeah? So hold tight, stop me from moving, yeah? This is strength towards you, yeah? Yeah. And now I go, now this is more structure, yeah? Now if I support the structure with strength, or if I support it by going inside the structure. Feel the difference? Yeah. In the grading, when we put pressure on you, you tense more, but you're starting to release more, yeah? Now you're tensing more again. Now you're tensing more again. So don't, see now you're trying to use force to get through. Don't use force, think floating. So think of it this way. Think of it this way. When you meet resistance, keep coming towards me. When you meet resistance, you don't apply more resistance. You release more inside. So rather than thinking, I want to move John, let your body relax inside. So you go inside to the bones, inside to the joints. Yeah, you soften. You soften and you feel yourself with that softness. Yeah, feel the difference? That's better, but now you're trying to add more force. You feel that?
It's coming from here.
So you don't add more force. You go the opposite way. You add less force and you relax more. See? That's feel how your body's, yeah? Letting go, keep letting go, you just keep going inside. So I feel like it's like I become less and less and less and less physical. The way you can describe it is like you go from being like a thick rope to like a dental floss. This was me, you don't need to overthink it, just think, okay, thick rope, you know? Yeah, and you feel the density of it. Now keep the movement going as you decrease the thickness of that string. Yeah, Luke, that's it there. Yeah, you feel that direction you're going, keep going that direction. So in that direction, internally, that, softening. And keep softening. So go thick and just try to feel what he's doing. Apply a bit of pressure. You're trying to feel what he's doing, not stop him, yeah? And then go for that thickness as you do it and keep moving that thick and think of it thicker, and now soften it and go less. Feel the direction he's going. Feel that's becoming less, but there's still power there. That's the direction you want to go. You want to keep thinking, I go less. Because what was happening, he's doing it, yeah? What was happening then is, go towards me. Feel how it's increasing in its tension? Go the other way. Yeah, that way, yes. Yeah. The less is more is the real way. Guard up now, and just from close in range, you're just I want you to step forward gently and use the double Tansao movement to connect with the hands. And you know that sliding contact we talk about? So you're not directly clashing with it. Connect to the hands, both, and just slide through with the double Tansao. So this isn't exactly what you use in combat. I just want you to get used to the contact point. Yeah? If it was more combat, you'd be more like just straight through to strike. You'd cover and hit. But for now, I just want you to work on the actual state in contact, yeah? As you contact through. The things we're looking for is that you cover both lines of attack. Cover both lines of attack. Your spine is moving with the arms and you're moving into their center. So you'll finish with your hands like in a triangular shape. Both of his hands should be covered so they can't hit, and your spine should be moving in a direct line towards them. So that's what we're looking for here. Just coming through gently, and your partner's just holding kind of like a Wing Chun boxing guard. Okay? And then we'll apply that into striking next. Just thinking about aircon. Let's go. Good. Spine's moving well. The mass is coming directly towards me. Good. Okay. Good contact with the arms. Hitting my balance quite well. That's good. Not this. Yeah, it goes straight through. Yeah? Straight through. Yeah, better. Yeah. There's no need to give me an opportunity to crack through.
Even if this one maybe not this one.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's better to let it knock that on the way through and not give me a chance to hit you. Yeah, it's not affecting me as much. I unified my mass and it stopped working. Why? Because you were using this mainly. So now, watch the difference. So I'm exaggerating. This, Tai Gong, feel this. So even the leg weight's coming, yeah? Even the leg weight's coming. Yeah, feel the difference, This versus this. Yeah. The whole mass, Tai Gong, center, yeah. So the whole mass drops on me, good. At the moment when you're contacting, you bring your arms kind of around his arms, so you probably feel like you can still hit with the lead hand. Yeah. Let them come through his arms. See how now this hand doesn't have an opportunity to hit. It's like this comes through and covers that line of attack. Whereas when I do this, yeah, exactly. So let the elbow and fingers come through to the center. See how there's a controlling factor here. So I can hit with these, and so his trajectories are off the center now. Yeah. Make sense?
So bring the elbows in.
Exactly, just like in the form.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And now you freeze there. See how in this position now his hands are tied up, and you've got the opportunities to and pick his nose. Good, yeah. Because the movement of the mass is great. The hands were coming through on the right lines. They just weren't covering the actual center. So I mean, they were coming on the right lines, but this part, yeah. But now when you come through, rather than thinking here, think into his spine. So when I make contact, feel how it affects his balance. So if you guard up and stop me coming through, you feel how it affects you. He's off balance now, which means it's going to be a lot easier to hit him because he's off balance. How do you do that? Center, feel the body, and you know that line of energy we project? It's that. I see that line on him, I see that, and so that when I contact, straight away he feels it on his balance, right?
Yeah.
So which allows me then to hit through or grab his spine. Make sense?
Yeah.
So add that now. So we should see that his balance gets affected. Good, covering both lines of attack, using the mass quite well. Even attacking his balance too. It's good. Very good. Hear this? I'm not affecting you.
Yeah.
Now I look into you and I direct my mass at you. Feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for. Intention, centering, sensing, syncing, seeing. Yeah, those are the components, right? The intention should be activating the others. So if you're just using this, then no. Understand? Because that means you're that means you're lying down by yourself, and your intention is to do it, but you're not actually doing it.
Thinking only, yeah?
Yeah, it's only just the intention. But the intention leads the energy, leads the body. So the intention is to be centered, sensing, syncing, seeing it. The intention is the state. So which, do you see what I'm getting at? They're like this. Intention, centering, sensing, syncing, seeing. But it's a part of the same whole.
Well, to be fair, actually we should, I mean when I do intention, we should do all this.
Yes. So you can use just intention to activate all this, but it wouldn't just be intention, because it's like, you know, you understand. Yeah.
How to practice?
Do your standing energy work, do your form work, yeah, do your chi sao. So the standing energy work is practicing the state by itself, on your own, in a comfortable, relaxed environment. Put some nice music, you know, and relax. Then the form is doing it while you're moving, bringing the state into the movement, yeah. And then the chi sao, when you start is bringing the state into continuous contact and to the structures being applied. And then looks as both arms doing it. And then chi sao is the starting to move around and trying to capture the other person's balance and use the state in contact. And then it's sparring, you know. We're not in contact anymore, and we're just, you know, fighting, yeah. And you just actually, so you start slowly, yeah. Crawling, lying down, crawling, walking, jogging, running, sprinting, yeah. Understand? But if you try to go straight from lying down to sprinting, it's not going to be easy.
I was finding my hands were crossing, but you said keep them in a triangle, is that right? So the finishing position should be...
Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, that's okay. They were probably crossing more like this, right?
Yeah,
You
well,
might
my
be
hands were ending up
like
crossed
that.
here, like this.
Yeah, as long, look, they might cross over according to the force that's from the other person. Because maybe when you're contacting, their hands cross over, so mine might cross, yeah? However, the intention is to, even if they are crossed, is to keep towards the center. So from here, see how my hands are crossed, but I still have control of the center. Yeah. So from here, I can still strike and control both sides. So the intention and the energy is more important than the physical position, and that's usually relative to the person you're doing it with. So, for example, if you come in, you're the Wing Chun guy, and you do it again. Yeah, so you're coming through. If I'm applying a stronger force here, okay, you can't cross them over now. Yeah. Because there's more tension in my arms and that's stopping them from doing that. But if my hands, you feel? Now they're crossed over again. So it's always quite relative to the person. Make sense? Yeah. Any other questions? And look, remember, this is just a practice to get used to the state and the structure under contact, right? Because this is a basic chak jong, which means entering the guard, which is against different guards. So if he's got that kind of Wing Chun boxing guard, then yes, you might use this. If he's got a guard like this, then you're not going to use the double tan sao. You'd use something more like this, yeah? If he's got one low, high guard, you use this. Yeah? It's just an entry technique. And the principles are, which you're all working on then, is getting your center and your mass directly attacking the person's balance, so they lose balance, you can hit them. Cover both lines of attack, so they can't hit you, and striking simultaneously as well. So all three together, yeah? Against boxing type strikes out. So I want the bad guy to do left, right, like this, and you're going to use the tan saos in this context, so not against cross punching, yeah? Just start off going left, right, getting into a rhythm, and then once they've got a good rhythm with it, the person who's Wing Chun, I want you to ask for more pressure, yeah? And they're going to start actually throwing those punches harder down. Aim for like chest level so that if it does sneak through, you don't kill them. I just started the class late by accident. I was talking and eating fruit, so I just went, oh shit. Yeah. So I'm just going to run it over a little bit, and then we'll start, so you can just relax for a bit. Thank you, sir. How you doing?